Welcome to Ken Brewer Stadium, home to the Giant Killers, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Boone, North Carolina has really been excited for this matchup that we have in store. The Warhawks will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Appalachian State's offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Spins away from the defender. Guys, let's chat about App State. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough. But it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away. And if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So the Warhawks offense will have its first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
And the Warhawks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking for a man. It's Bangler. Working that left side now. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Warhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll take it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Warhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Warhawks are moving quickly down the field.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The give to the tailback. Nice move to pick up yardage. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UL Monroe. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the tight end. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Second and goal for this offense.
It's now second and goal.
Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, App State.
What a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle, it's Payne. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Dropping back, it's Spangler. Gets it to him on the screen. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the Warhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeps it on the bootleg. Finds his tight end. Runs through the tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. Ripping through the defense. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. To the air on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. On the move. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw. It's Spangler. Going for 6. Touchdown, Warhawks. Fit it in the window for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. It's complete to the right. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coffee. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late. Looking for the end zone. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 2nd and goal.
Timeout, ULM.
Motion from the wideout. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. A 69-yard touchdown drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Spangler. Quickly complete. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Back up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll move the tight end. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Back to pass on second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. It'll be third and long. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is on its way. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Just about a half minute to play in the first half. It's 1st and 10. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man quickly. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the pressure. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows at Kidd Brewer Stadium.
The Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this. There he goes! The 40! At the 20! Touchdown, UL Monroe! And that one will give them the lead.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this and running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
App State 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wide receiver going in motion. Creates a little space. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. They'll try to run for it. Breaks into the open. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Mountaineers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. looking to throw on first down. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Mountaineers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Plows through the defense. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to sling it on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The Warhawks headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gives it to the back on the draw. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the Warhawks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. The play action fake. Under fire. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. The Warhawks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Warhawks moving quickly to the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Scanning the field, it's Spangler. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Second down coming up. Back to pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44.
Third down coming.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Warhawks have this offense rolling. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it still on his feet. Touchdown, Warhawks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Syracuse is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Orange on the scoreboard. They're up by 18 over Virginia Tech. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Gets the back moving. A run for the quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Warhawks in the hurry up. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Spangler. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Warhawks send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
Hey, Down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. The run to the left. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the backfield, he's open. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Makes the grab on the left. He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the first down, now a decision to be made. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, App State.
Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He smashes his way through again. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Warhawks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to him again. Finding open areas. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UL Monroe. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
35, App State 17.
Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got it. Running through contact. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There is striking distance at the 37. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that left side. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. From the gun. He wants it all. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a nice nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Ready to try the point after.
Extra point.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, the Jaguars will kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Louisiana Monroe's offense will get the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They've got the screen set up. Nice move to keep running. Still running at the 40. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
The Warhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Spangler. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the fumble will go out of bounds. They'll lose a few on that one. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hauls it in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Warhawks! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Jaguars offense will get the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Banks. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Jaguars are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
It'll be 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Banks. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Warhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Wide receiver comes in motion. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Warhawks will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 38. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Handoff from the gun. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Jaguars want to crank the tempo. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. It's complete to the left. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Jaguars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice pickup Saints with the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Jaguars trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Alabama.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Purdue. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Past the 20. Touchdown, UL Monroe. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown.
14, South Alabama, 10.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Looking for room at the 40. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Right back to the well. Got the first down and still on his feet. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
To the ground with the back. Sweet cut there. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Warhawks will hustle to the line. Motion from the wideout. Give to the single back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The Warhawks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Warhawks!
And Reese, we know the fullback's job. He's in there to block consistently, so it's a nice job by the offense, slipping him out of the backfield, throwing him a bone. He catches it, does the rest, and gets into the end zone.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Brooks.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. And the Jaguars will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the left. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to throw on 3rd. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
South Alabama.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Spangler. That's caught. It's Coates. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Warhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
2nd down coming up.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Payne. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Warhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end now in motion. He'll go to work in the air on second down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And the Warhawks headed to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Spangler. Good timing on the quick out. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Mobile, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's head back inside Hancock Whitney Stadium.
The Warhawks will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They start this third quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Jaguars want to move quickly. Trying play action. Bring in the heat. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Jaguars decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Brings up second and goal.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. 4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. The throw to the outside is complete. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Motion from the wide receiver. They go to the ground. Got the 1st down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Warhawks want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield, it's Spangler. He's got the back in the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Spangler. Caught near the sticks, it's Payne. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That one.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Makes the grab. Powers through the defender. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Warhawks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff to the single running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UL Monroe. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Illinois is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 15 over Purdue. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Now facing a 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Looking deep down the right side. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Payne. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. On the direct snap, it's Jones. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Touchdown, Warhawks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Dude, Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
South Alabama, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot. Picked off. What a play to set them up. Touchdown, UL Monroe. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
South Alabama, 17.
He'll bring it out. It's Brooks. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
If you're going to play football, you have to be able to mix up coverages. You can't just sit back in the same thing. How about the zone blitz? Catch him off guard. It looks a little bit like man, but I blitz a linebacker in there, hits the quarterback, gets him on the ground. He didn't even know what was coming to him.
And the Jaguars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Back open in the middle. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros, and get the dub.
Rides to back on the option to give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The give on the inside. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, home to the ULM Warhawks. And the Bobcats will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Warhawks offense will have the football first. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
This quarterback part of their running game. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. On the move. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The Warhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bobcats offense will go to work for the first time today. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Here's a hit. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
The Bobcats will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hard running there. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. And the Warhawks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He has the first and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Warhawks will snap it on 1st and 10.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They'll try to snap it quickly. They'll run play action. Right on the money.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Looking downfield, it's Spangler. He makes the grab. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The inside handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lisa, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas State, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Got a little space. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively. Kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lay.
Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Still running at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board.
Texas State, 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ingram. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. On the move at the 30. There he goes. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. One final play before the end of the quarter. He leaves it with his back. Quick spin on the run. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And the Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Davis looking to pass. He lets one fly deep. Got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. And the Warhawks moving quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Still on his feet at the 35. Oh, what a cut! He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Looking to pass, it's Spangler. Quick strike complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Warhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Warhawks are moving quickly down the field.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Warhawks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. And they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Davis will throw. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.